As the world awakens from winter's slumber, the spring equinox invites us to pause, plant intentions, and cultivate the future we wish to grow. Today's episode is a special recording from my live spring equinox meditation retreat. Welcome. You are listening to Our Mindful Nature, a podcast helping healers and those searching for healing respond to anxiety, overwhelm, or depression with nature-inspired meditations for better mental health. I'm your host and meditation teacher, Meryl Arnett. This podcast is recorded from my live Monday night meditation class. If you would like to access today's meditation practice or nature soundscape as a standalone audio file for your daily use, please subscribe to my newsletter at merylarnett.com. All right, y'all, grab a cup of tea, pop in your headphones, and find a comfy seat. Welcome, y'all. Happy spring. Today's meditation is a tantric practice that is tied to the ancient spring symbol of the egg. In this retreat practice, you will find your balance, cultivate clarity, and plant the seeds for change. As we meditate, you'll hear the gentle lapping of a lake shoreline in Washington State, rhythmic, clear, steady, just like our hearts. All right, let's settle into our seats and step into this meditation retreat together. And so we are at the spring equinox, meaning equal, right? Light and dark is equal on the equinoxes. First day of spring, and traditionally this would have been thought of as times of possibility, fertility, planting, creativity, rebirth. These themes run through the spring season as old as time. And there are myriads of different traditions and rituals that have been done over time. It's so fun to research if you're into that type of thing. And if you know, if you know your people, you know where they come from, Google it. Google, so like some of my people are Lithuanian. So I would Google Lithuanian spring equinox and just see what comes up. It's fascinating. Lots of it this time of year has to do with bathing. So like sacred baths, being under the moon, like moon bathing, water rituals. Lovely. There is one cool ritual that we're going to talk about tonight and we're going to meditate on tonight, which is working with the symbolism of the egg, which is interesting, right? Because we know Easter eggs, sure, symbol of the season, but it's a symbol so much older, broader, and deeper than simply an Easter egg, right? And so eggs they represent everything we just said. They represent possibility. They represent fertility, creation, birth, rebirth, opening, planting a seed. I always think of this time of year as like planting the seeds of the future, the rest of the year, right? And so, and in some ancient cultures, eggs at this time of year were used as a divination tool. So like, instead of being like, pull your tarot deck, be like, pull your egg. I don't know how to read them, so we're not doing that. But what we are doing, I noticed a really interesting correlation that within ancient tantric practices, there are lots of meditations built on the visual of a golden egg. And the teaching in this practice is that the egg is the seat of the soul. It is where our truest self lives. The self that is unencumbered by stories and circumstance. right? In the ancient text, it would be the luminous spirit. The egg is also a source of protection from the outside coming in, and also protection from our own thoughts, our own stories and beliefs, the things that get in the way of us seeing ourselves clearly. Within the egg, we are totally untouched. And so we'll do a golden egg meditation tonight. And we'll invite ourselves to sort of sit inside that egg and see what are these seeds that we're planting for the future. What is here for us to pay attention to? And it brings me, when you think of the egg as protection, in some ways it brings me right back to the piece of Wild Things. I feel that same sense of like, leave behind the thoughts, the stories, all the things we're supposed to know and do, and problems we're supposed to solve. We leave all of that just outside of this space when we're inside the egg, or where the wood drake rests, right? And it's that moment for us to see clearly, to remember, to refill, so that then we can go out and do the things and interact and engage in meaningful ways. So let us do this last practice together tonight. Yes. Take a moment, as always, to wiggle. It might feel really good, actually, to do a couple circles with your torso. I'm just going to spotlight my video. So you might just kind of move around your rib cage a little bit, your spine a little bit. Remember that blood is supposed to be flowing. Go both directions. And you'll start to settle yourself towards a seat or a reclined position, and you might find you want to like sway for a minute. So lovely. You would sway side to side or forward and back. You can roll your shoulders back and down, move your neck in any way. Get all the things that you need that you don't have. There's no rushing. And oh, so gradually, you might feel movement become a little bit smaller. You might feel stillness take up more space. And together as a group, we breathe in deeply. And we exhale out a sigh. We breathe in deeply. And we exhale out. And our practice begins as we say, now is my time to meditate. And as you say those words this evening, draw your attention all the way down to the seat you sit upon or lie upon. Take a moment to be completely aware of your seat. Inviting yourself to sit or lie upon the earth in the gentlest way possible. to do no violence or harm, but instead just to rest. You might feel all of your senses beginning to pull inward. Turning our awareness from the external landscape to the internal. And just feel for a minute the right side of the spine and the left side of the spine. Inviting both sides to feel balanced and spacious. Feel the front side of the spine and the back side of the spine. Allowing the spine to feel elongated, balanced. And let your breath flow. Taking time to soften all your edges. Melting any obvious tension. Feeling the face and the inside of the head softening. Feeling across the shoulders and down the arms, softening. Feeling the muscles in the chest. And the muscles in the belly letting go. Softening through your thighs, your calves, your ankles, and the soles of the feet. And for a moment, we'll simply feel ourselves breathing here. You might even imagine or sense that you're settling inside your own personal meditation hut. Where no outside noises, thoughts, or stories will disturb you. Let your breath flow smoothly and evenly. And gradually we'll bring our awareness just inside the nose. And as you breathe in, you'll feel these two twin streams of air moving into the body. And as you breathe out, you'll feel those two twin streams of air moving through the nostrils and out into the room. And for a moment, we'll just follow the breath in this way. As you feel the air moving in and out through the nose, perhaps you sense or feel or imagine an energy, a sense of presence or aliveness riding on your breath. You might imagine that energy as light. So that as you're breathing in, you're drawing this energy, this light in through both nostrils, letting the apex of the breath be right in the center of your brain. Each breath drawing a bit of light energy into the center of the brain. Feeling the head becoming filled with its own light, its own luminosity. With every breath, that light grows brighter and it covers more of the body. Until you are seated inside your own golden egg. Feeling that sense of light or energy surrounding you. Feeling yourself fully protected from the onslaught of daily life. Inside this golden egg, we are our truest selves, unencumbered by stories, beliefs, and thoughts. We sit and breathe in our own luminosity. And you feel your breath flowing here. Steady and safe inside this golden egg. Invite your awareness to move now into the very center of your heart. As you breathe in and out of the heart center, we know that in this center there is a miniature of the golden egg that surrounds us. We breathe in and out of the heart, sensing, feeling, imagining a golden egg right in the center. And it's here that our future self lives. It's here that we plant the seeds of possibility for our own futures. We'll stay breathing in and out the center of the heart a few more minutes. Just being curious, what seeds are you planting? Feel your breath flowing in and out of the heart center. Feel the golden egg of your future self, safe and settled here. Let your breath and your awareness start to broaden out a bit more. Remembering the golden egg that surrounds the physical body now. A source of protection, source of possibility that is with us at all times. As we feel our breath pulse within this golden egg, we'll just remember once more the peace of wild things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. Feel your breath deepening here. Your fingers and your toes wiggling. Together as a group, we'll take one last deep inhale in. Exhale out a sigh. Once again, taking all the time you need, no rushing. Gradually, you'll let go of the practice. Blink your eyes open. And once again, we'll take 2-3 minutes just to journal. Free write whatever comes to mind for you. You've got another minute if you need it. There's no rush. If you want to pull a card for this second meditation, you might ask a question around protection. You might ask a question around the seeds that you're planting and see what comes up in the cards for you.
Thank you all for practicing with me today. As we step into the energy of the spring equinox, we're reminded of nature's balance and the power of new beginnings. This is a time to clear away the excess, find clarity, and plant the seeds of change, both in our own lives and for the generations yet to come. By embracing this season of possibility, we can cultivate a future rooted in intention, creativity, and renewal. Until next time, keep practicing. Thanks for listening to Our Mindful Nature. If you would like to receive today's meditation practice and nature soundscape as standalone audio files for your daily practice, please subscribe to my newsletter at merylarnett.com. It's free, and you'll receive a new practice each week. Our Mindful Nature is recorded on Muskogee land and is produced with the support of Nick McMahon and Brianna Nielsen. Deep gratitude is offered to acoustic ecologists Nick McMahon and Gordon Hempton for the use of their nature field recordings in many of these episodes. We release a mini episode that's just the meditation, no chatter beforehand, every Monday. And every Thursday, we release a full episode with a meditation class or interview. I look forward to practicing with you again soon.